Hello, my name is Kaira Lopez, and today I am going to talk about what is success and how people can achieve it. Real success in life is achieving the goals that matter to you the most. Since you are born, or since you were born, you develop a different personality, and there are certain things that will become important for you, those things you want to achieve. Imagine yourself in a mission, which is actually the road you are taking, and base it on the decision you made it or you are making, it's the vision you want to achieve. You should ask yourself, am I able to achieve these goals? Or am I able to achieve everything in life? How can I achieve my goals? Those are the most common questions that people do when they want to achieve something. God is the one who supports us in everything we make. If we put in God's hand everything, He will support us to the end. And He will give more than we planned. I mean, God always gives you more things that you need to be able to understand about the ways that He supports you. That is why you need to trust and pray on Him. At the same time, there are some characteristics that success it's relative. It is one of them. This is one of the characteristics that people say success is relative. This is about the benchmark you have. Your benchmark is different from someone else, and most of the time it will change quite a few times, better say. So you need to be able to understand the things you want to achieve and the things you don't want to achieve for your benefit, right? On the other hand, it is not easy to recognize what is success. I mean, when you do become success, it's hardly to recognize you are successful. This happens when you are studying, for example. In my case, I study business administration and I want to work, but I have to think about that because when you study and work at the same time, it's not easy to achieve something. It's not impossible. I'm not saying it's not impossible because there are people that they work and at the same time they study and they get what they want. This is about the attitude and the decision you make. So, using the example that I'm saying about my scholarship and the way that I'm studying business administration, I need to think about my studies first in order to get a job later. The suppose or the purpose of this is that suppose that if you failed, how would you feel later? So I imagine myself, I need to finish my studies first, then I work. Other person can say it, well, I need to work because of the necessity that we have at home or the necessity I have to work because I really want to get experience or more experience about the job market. That is a good idea too. As an advice, I can tell you, if you work and study at the same time, it's not a problem. It's all about your attitude and the way you feel comfortable about achieving the things. But don't get very desperate about the things, because if you get desperate, you will fail in something that is more important than the other thing you are doing. On the other hand, there is other characteristic about success. When you are with people that are very successful, for example, you admire a person. It can be your father, your mom, your brother, even your best friend. And you want to be like that person. Being that person, it's not possible because you don't have the same characteristics. As I mentioned before, the benchmark, it's different from the person that you are talking or you are admiring. So you need to be able to understand your admiration for that person. That is a motivation, right? It's a motivation, but you need to work hard even if you don't get the things you want on time. Don't worry, it's not the end. You have to continue about what you are doing. That is why I mentioned God. God had something for you. He has more things than you planned. That's why He puts everything in the puzzles or the puzzles that is indicating for you what is the best. So don't get very desperate about the things and don't get mad if you don't get it at the same time that the person is getting you. Don't worry. If your friend gets something, be proud of him and say, hey, it's good that you get that. One day I will get it too. And that is part of the trust and respect that you have each other to support each other. And you need to be careful about the relationship you have, because there are other people that wish you the bad things. That is another thing that you should avoid. And that is about stay focused and be more disciplined about yourself. You need to focus on your goals and keep away from the things that are bad for you. That is why success is very relative, right? Because the idea is to get away from the bad things in order to get the things you want to be in the life or being more successful. So my best advice here is that, to summarize, it's that success is about the attitude of the person, and it's about the way that he or she takes the things. Put God in everything you want to achieve. Don't get mad about yourself, or don't get mad about other people. Be kind with yourself, because you deserve more than you want. At the same time, you will make mistakes along the way. Everybody does. So you need to open up your heart and mind. If you focus on your goals and if you work hard, you will get everything you want. Thank you for your attention.